There we see Tom Vodanovic on the bench, and he has been excellent for the Huskies. If a little bit inconsistent, he's done a lot way someone else's.
It's going to be really interesting. We've talked about the big men. We haven't even touched on the guards, and the guards play as well. So the perimeter players like Justin Bibbs, it's going to jump it up. And the tip with Carlin Davison, who can get up. And we're away with Nick Barrow, already on the ground fighting for the ball. Mere seconds into this contest.
Jump ball to jump ball. Nick Barrow always wants to mix it up. I thought he'd wait longer than 4 seconds to get in a tussle on the floor, but he did it pretty immediately.
And so referees deciding
help ball to help ball
on just exactly what the referee decision here is, and it will be
on an alternate possession. So they're saying that Nick Barrow got possession.
He did.
And then after that, it was held afterwards. So the next time around, it'll go back to the Huskies.
That's exactly what happened on our screens. Just waiting for that game clock to catch up, by the way. It's 9:50 in this first quarter. Marcel Jones. Hayes Walker gets Bibbs in the air. Marcel Jones for 3.
How about that shot fake?
Oh, my goodness, yeah. He bit on that big.
Bibbs hadn't even landed yet. Hayes Walker was already done with his fake and looking to go someplace else.
Bibbs got way up.
Whew. He is being challenged. Scott Telfer is returned to the shore, a product of a North Harbor product growing up as a rep and returning home to show his wares.
Vodanovic. Barrow. Here's Brooke Rusko. He's been out with a hamstring injury, and Nick Barrow finds the pass laid on for him by Rusko. Gets the bucket.
Can't say enough about Nick Barrow as a teammate, a great guy who's just bided his time all year long. He's needed now into the starting lineup. First touch bucket.
Did he win a championship with the Auckland Pirates?
He did. He did win one with the Pirates.
Did Rusko play for the Pirates?
He did as well.
Rusko has the ball on the floor, and he loses it off his knee. Justin Bibbs regathers. And that's just a miscommunication between the two players there, and it will be Taranaki ball.
Justin Bibbs was really eyeing up Tom Vodanovic in the post, but couldn't find the angle. And then last second tried to fling it across court, but a little bit too much muscle for that one.
And Tai Wynyard sets a screen, and Zach Riley felt it. Got a hand to it, though. Marcel Jones has the 3 ball. There's a second miss from deep, and here comes Brooke Rusko. Riley, who's been so impressive, and then again another miscommunication involving Justin Bibbs and a guard.
Keep an eye on that Davison-Riley matchup. Those are 2 up-and-coming basketballers here in New Zealand, both 17 years old with bright futures ahead of them. But that is certainly one of the areas where this game could be won or lost, is that matchup right there.
Not exactly sure how many people watched the game last night that we called, Casey. I imagine that we can repeat our conversations we've had about Carlin Davison now, as the bucket is good and he has got a lot of potential, and a lot of people are looking at Carlin Davison from around not just New Zealand but also Australia, as Bibbs puts it up.
Yeah, definitely. He's got elite athleticism, and I think something that Coach Trent Adam has done for him this season is really put the ball in his hands, as you've seen early in this one, show what he can do as a facilitator, decision maker, as Tai Wynyard with a nice finish off the on ball.
Hayes Walker with the look-away bounce pass. That was gorgeous. Justin Bibbs creates the separation, but left it too strong. But there is Nick Barrow doing what he does best, just cleaning up.
Tai Wynyard, he's got the size on him, he's got the pedigree, but Nick Barrow is going to come out here and try and outwork him. Tai Wynyard has to keep a body on him.
Marcel Jones just bullying his way through the contact.
Well, he sees the young fellow in front of him and goes straight through the jaw of Zach Riley. Love the strength, lively. Finished with some soft touch.
Vodanovic. Justin Bibbs, Vodanovic just signing on with the Sydney Kings again. The arms of the core, knocks the 3 down, and he's rewarded with another contract in the Aussie NBL.
So impressive how he's turned himself into a knockdown shooter. Evidence of it on that play there.
It was immense in the showdown last season. But yeah, he has turned himself into a stretch 4 or 5, and there is the hops of Carlin Davison, escaping the D and knocks it down.
Lazy defensively, Carlin Davison sets a screen, slips, nobody bodies him up, and that's what you see the result. Athleticism above the rim.
Bibbs Telfer all over him. Justin Bibbs, the left no good.
With that kind of pressure up tight as Bogdanovic gets the steal, those drives are going to be there all night long.
He wants it up. Oh, Colin Davidson, there it is again. And Zach Riley, the hustle.
What an athlete to take that play away. Impressive play for the youngster.
Another good crowd in for the Huskies at Event Finder Stadium, and Brooke Rusco leaves it short, but he's hit on the arm.
Well, he's fortunate to get that. Short-armed it just a bit. Really nice play. Used the ball fake to create that space for himself. And he gets up on the rim, just leaves it a wee bit short. Fortunate for him, the whistle blows, so he gets to the free throw line for a couple of chances. Here we see him off the back. Nice pass fake. And just a little bit of a touch there by Tai Wynyard. That'll be the softest foul Tai Wynyard gets all day long.
Time to return for Brooke Rusco. Dante Russo-Nance, who has started at the one in Rusco's absence, is in street clothes on the bench for the Huskies.
Dante Russo-Nance came in. They thought he was going to be, sort of developing towards the future, but he has grabbed his opportunity with both hands and is a key to this team's not only good ways, but their winning ways because of how he's been playing.
Bogdanovic off the barrel, rebound.
How did that miss? It's halfway down.
Turnover. Rusco's pushing it. Bibbs. Bogdanovic in the corner, 3-ball. Left that one short. And now we've got a whistle on the baseline. Colin Davidson is called for the foul, is he? He looks like he's fired up.
I didn't see a lot of contact, but apparently a hold on Nick Barrow underneath the rim. Didn't look like he had a lot of chance to get this rebound, but we see something underneath. Davison gets a little jersey hold, and I think that's when you might want to let go. That's just a bit of a tussle. It hadn't taken away his opportunity for the ball, sure, call it, but he's out of the play completely.
Bogdanovic went at Marcel Jones and just lost it there. It's Telfer pushing. Here comes Colin Davidson. Another one for the leaper from the Taranaki Airs.
Well, beautiful pass by Telfer. But Davison with the finish up and above the rim again.
Bibbs, left hand. He's left-handed. Here comes Colin Davidson. The Airs looking like they haven't played in a while, looking fresh. Good pass. Tai Wynyard with a dunk. Oh, this is a different Taranaki team from last night.
Well, I love the way they're executing offensively with speed and precision. Great decision there by Marcel Jones not to shoot it, but find Wynyard in the pick and roll instead.
Off to Taylor Hawks, 174, as Bogdanovic with his feet set, knocks down that three.
And Marcel Jones goes underneath that screen, giving Tommy V the time to hit the three. Yeah, has missed a couple of looks, but that one too open for him.
Davidson looking to create. Bibbs gets the pass, and he's fouled by Telfer.
Oh, a tough call there. You don't want to get that contact when he's falling out of bounds. Needed to create some space, get in the lane. Instead, gives a gift to the Huskies, and we have a timeout. The Huskies probably want to talk about things, in particular this transition offense by the Taranaki Mountain Airs, and they have come out with a level of enthusiasm that was missing just a night ago.
So Coach Aaron Young and his coaching staff have a fight on their hands. The bottom place team isn't simply going to roll over. Here's Coach Aaron Young.
We can go under a few of those early ones, those early corner empty ones. We can go under just to, first off, just to give Ty a bump so that it doesn't have to come from you. And it's not like they're really coming off those looking to score. It's more those pocket passes. So we take care of that. They don't have much. Yeah, a little bit deeper. Just give Tommy that lane. Doing a great job, man. Awesome. Keep that shit up. Hey, our plugs need to be better. All right, we've had a couple of really good ones, but it hasn't been every possession. All right, so we've got to talk on those ones off the ball as well. We got that cut between you two. Got to make sure that we got to stay a little bit lower on that. Hey, give me a get snap low here. Come off it, snap it back to the one, and go low here with you, Nick. Coming off that screen. 3 stops in a row right here. 1, 2, 3.
Well, the answer for the Huskies is defensively. They got to stop something in the paint, because right now the Taranaki Mountain Airs all 12 points in the paint. They are scoring at the bucket. Carlin Davison, one of those reasons, the slip for the dunk, the fast break opportunity for the finish as well. The Huskies need to force this Taranaki team outside of the painted area into some more difficult shots than they're getting right now. They're shooting a heck of a percentage, 6 for 10 for 60% from the field. Missed all their threes, but making a lot of shots inside the arc.
Roscoe puts up a little floater and way too short. And it's going to be Ayers' ball, not the look that Aaron Young and the Huskies bench wanted out of that one. Here's Songa Ape in the game for the Ayers. Carlton Davidson just losing his balance, and Marcel Jones cleans it all up for them.
But what he did nicely was take out the defenders with that little pocket pass and open the opportunity for Jones to get an easy finish.
Here's Bibbs working his way through, and that rolls down for the guard.
I really like his aggressiveness early. He's not settling for jump shots. He's attacking the rim, putting pressure on the Taranaki team that played less than 24 hours ago.
There's Songa Ape with Vidanovic on him. Hayes Walker with Zach Riley. Left-hand drive. Carlton Davidson gives it up. Taufa with 5. Finds Hayes Walker. Contested 3 ball. In and out. Lives with the board.
Good ball movement, nice patience. That's the kind of offense they need to continue to play.
Vidanovic on the drive. Davidson does really well staying in front of him.
Really well. Put his body on the line, took that bump, and still affected the shot without getting displaced to give up an easier opportunity.
Songa Ape feeling Vidanovic pressure. Marcel Jones wants the mismatch. Here comes Bibbs on the weak side. Taufa in the corner. Close out by Brooke. Roscoe's no good.
That's
he
how you
knocks that down.
That is how you punish a double team. Go to the open man, swing it around, get an open look. They're going to have to think twice about doubling Jones in the post from here.
Taranaki with this 4-point lead. Playing really well. Looking like a team that's fresh, having played last night. It's a different first quarter from what they had against Hawke's Bay, who, it has to be said, just have one of the great rosters in the South NBL.
That's very deep. And make no mistake, this is a tough game for the Huskies, having to play without Chris Johnson for the first time this season, as Nick Barrow gets pinged for the foul on the Davidson drive. But you get so used to playing with a player of that talent, that size. When he's pulled out of the lineup, it is going to change everything about what you do offensively and defensively. And essentially, they have to adjust on the fly in this game. This is the first time they're doing it for real.
Timeout from the Ayers. 2:30 to go in this first quarter. Trent Adam must be loving the energy he's seen from his team. Whether or not they can maintain that, we'll be ready to see.
Ben, Marcel, Tai, that's our group there. Now, spacing in corners has been good on hooks. Be afraid, like they're going to try and switch out. So either back cut it or twirl it. We set up a twirl early and that got Carlin on the rim. So if you're in this corner and we're in hook, they're going to try and switch up. So if you twirl it, this guy will be marking nobody. That's how Carlin got on the rim. 12s help us a lot. So if we're in a wave, we're in 12. What are you comfortable with as a 3 right now? Okay, everything? Cool. Okay. Rebound.
And so Trent Adam and the Ayers looking to improve on this 4-point lead, 17-13. First quarter has been a boon for the Ayers in their running game. We didn't see them get out and run a lot last night. And they went down to Hawke's Bay.
There we get a look at Ben Carlisle-Smith, who's returned from Colorado Christian College. Played for the Rams last year in the showdown, but a late season pickup for the Taranaki Mountaineers team.
Into Tai Wynyard. Vidanovic having a hard time keeping Wynyard out of the keyway, and he just bullies his way, one of the better bullies in the league. And I mean that with affection, Tom Vidanovic.
That's the game right there. The bigger man gets it done sometimes, and you love that position down low for Tai Wynyard on the finish.
And now it's Vidanovic who wants Hayes Walker. Switches out. Zach Riley can't make them pay on that switch, and it's going to be Ayers' ball. Looked like it came off Vidanovic's hands, but it does stay with the Huskies.
Well, the hustle gets rewarded on the offensive glass, and with Nick Barrow exiting the lineup, this suddenly becomes a very quick and mobile Huskies team. They need to use their speed of execution on the offensive end to speed things up.
Bibbs. Free ball, contested, air ball. Oh, great rebound from Vidanovic.
Just 3 on the shot clock.
Rebound falls to Marcel Jones. There's Berenson. Berenson with that missed 3. He's on the up eight. Marcel Jones working with Tai Wynyard up high. Marcel Jones, ball movement supreme. Walker with a feathery 3.
Well, this is a vastly different squad than we saw just yesterday. They are sharing the basketball, they are motivated, and they are locked in on both ends of the court, and it shows in the score right now.
Berenson with the pull-up. Jones with the rebound.
I'd like to see more patience offensively from the Huskies. Make this team who just played work a bit harder, stretch out those shot clocks. It'll pay dividends in the fourth quarter.
Already a 5th rebound for Marcel Jones now. It's Tai Wynyard again, and he's just left that one short. He really had a mismatch. Huskies looking to run Sean Murphy. Ooh. Oh, Zach Riley as well. The youngsters combining.
Youngster to youngster. I love that fast break. Great decision by Murphy and the head fake by Zach Riley to open up space on the reverse.
You get a 2-for-1 here, there is. If they work it, Jones gets a good look. Knocks that 3 down. Taranaki 25 in the quarter.
Well, they're shooting the 3, and when they hit that consistently, really changes things for them. But this should be the last possession of the quarter as the shot clock and game clock are locked in synchronicity now.
Bibbs. Murphy. Gets the roll. And there's Songa Ape with a heave to end the quarter. First quarter done and dusted here at Event Finder Stadium. The Huskies looking for a win to get themselves a playoff position. They're down 8 to the last place team, the Taranaki Mountaineers. And so the Huskies and the Airs at quarter time. Trent Adam, he must be really happy with the way that they're playing at the moment.
Well, that's exactly what he's looking for a day ago. Didn't find it, but they've bounced back. They've come with some energy and enthusiasm today. Now, what will the Huskies do to match that? Well, they're sitting on the back foot right now.
Well, last night, Casey, they had just 13 assists, and they already have 8 Taranaki.
The shots that we're getting out of them have been a lot of floaters, a lot of 3s. Obviously, our 3s aren't falling right now. So let's get on the rim, put pressure on the rim. We know that they're going to play with confidence. They have nothing to lose. We got to play with that same mindset as well. All right? We got to play with, be fearless out there. Let's get it rips right here. For you, JB, gets rips. So let's have Sean, you set that first screen, kick it on to Tommy, rip out of that. Sean, we want you to get out of it and set that hammer screen on the weak side. Zach, that means you got to lift. Taki, let's put you with the ball. So you come off that screen, kick it, get that rips action with JB. Continuation, if that hammer's not on and you don't get far, kick it back to Tommy. Wait for that turnout to happen. We hit JB on that curl or that turnout, and we can throw it into the post from there. Hey, great look at it when they doubled. We found Zach right there. Good look. Great shot. Yep. Just stay high, stay high. Hey, I love the push. Rebound push. Let's get some more of that. Here we go, fellas. Wait, now, turn up.
Well, offensively is where the Huskies need some answers. Not great defensively, but on the offensive end, 7 for 20, only 35% from the field. The three-point line is abandoning them right now. They have to be more patient with a bit more speed on the offensive end. We've got Trent Adam in the same meantime. That's what I think they should do. You, on the other hand, Trent, we've got some questions.
Look at the smile on your face, Trent.
More questions if you're going to be helping out with that. Like, what else should I be doing right now? Like, that's a great analysis there, Casey. Well done.
What's changed, Trent, in the last 20 hours?
I suppose we talked about playing with a poise and a purpose, i.e. what are we trying to accomplish on offense, and don't settle for things that we aren't great at, and really try and execute the finer details, like the angles of our screens and the spacing, and I'm talking to our guys about being deeper in the corner and not that sort of 2 strides up, and that takes away space.
With having played a game on just a night ago, you're not the deepest team in the league, but you're a bit deeper than you were a couple days ago, bringing in Brent Carlos-Smith. What are you going to look to try to manage these minutes, or are you just throwing all the chips on the table and telling the guys to work it out?
Yeah, it's more of the latter, actually, Casey. It's the second night, so we don't have to save ourselves for anything. We just go. If we run out of oxygen, we run out of oxygen. But that's on us. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're very much about trying to get what we're trying to accomplish and get that done as easy as we can.
Well, good luck for the remaining 3 quarters, Trent. Thanks so much for your time.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Jones with a contested 3 that's missed. Here comes Justin Bibbs, who just scored at the other end. 6 points is the difference between these two teams. Always appreciate the thoughts of the coaches during the game. That is a luxury we can have in the Sal's NBL.
Except for Zico Cornell. He gives us no time.
Come on, Zico.
Come on, Zeeks.
He's dialed in, though, Zico Cornell.
Very much so.
Songa Ape tucks it in.
I like the change of speed to create that opportunity. With the miss, though, counterattack coming quickly.
Zach Riding with the bounce pass. Carlin Davidson got a piece of it, I'm sure.
His challenges at the rim have been phenomenal. The way he is challenging these drives from that 2-guard position is very uncommon. A little bit of Tom Abercrombie-esque. Being able to do that.
Showing the double on Marcel Jones. And Davison knocks down that 3. I think it's the black uniforms.
It must be.
It has to be.
The Gold wasn't having it last night, but they're bad men in black tonight.
It's a great strip. Vidanovic for 3. They will live with that, will the Mountaineers. He's either hot or cold as Tom Vidanovic from deep. Since he's joined the team from the Sydney Kings. There's Songa Ape. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Up high, using the screen of Wynyard. Oh, the spin move is beautiful.
I really like Julius Songa Ape's ability to finish in traffic. He is supremely athletic, and his aggression to the rim makes him difficult to stop.
There's Songa Ape has given them an 11-point lead here. Justin Bibbs. Huskies get the 3, but it looks like they're just settling a little bit. They don't really know exactly what they're trying to run.
Yeah, you heard Coach Aaron Young tell him we got to stop settling. Oh, a block call there. That looked like good position as Zach Riley does what he does best, playing on the defensive end of things. But we heard Aaron Young in quarter time saying, hey, we got to get better at this. We can't be settling for jumpers. We got to be aggressive. We got to put it on the rim. And Bibbs did hit that one, but I'd like to see that aggression continue. You want to put pressure on a team that just finished playing, that's not going to have as much in the tank as you do right now.
Well, finally, Vidanovic gets a rest. He played all of the first quarter. And Taranaki with his 8-point lead now on that made 3. Ross goes back in the game as Barrow. Marcel Jones, Telfa. 8 to shoot. Davison. Rebound. Foul by Mulvihill. Just a little bit too aggressive as Francis Mulvihill.
Well, there's that razor's edge that you got to be on. You love the aggression. You want to keep going, but a foul like that 90 feet from the basket is not what you need. It's giving the opportunity for the offense to reset. You had a good trapping position. Just keep the hands out.
Timeout. He may be 90 feet from the basket, but his mullet is 88 feet from the basket. That is thick and luscious.
It is thick. You could get lost in there. I thought I saw birds nest in there a little bit earlier. Hey, there we have young Tai Wynyard's son with his mom, with Ty's mother as well, grandma, taking duties of the young fella. Nice to see the next generation of Wynyard getting a look.
I tell you what, he looks like he would already have an effective drop step on the baseline and that low block.
No doubt about that.
And then you dive. Now everything's exactly the same, and then Marcel would go on ball to centre. So if they're in a 3-2, we're now shallow with a 2-guard front. We have Tai in the middle, Marcel here. That's our little group there, okay? Hayes, get me Carlin here real quickly so I can get Carlin back in here.
So Tai Wynyard has 8 points, 4 of 5 shooting. It's been very, very, very efficient for Taranaki. 13 of 22, 9 assists on those 13 field goals.
I like the mindset. I like the way they're attacking the rim. And especially the pace with which they're playing offensively. It's been difficult for the Huskies to really determine any of the action on the defensive end of things, and that's what you want on this offensive team. Now, the question all year for Taranaki has been consistency. Can they do it for 4 quarters? They've done it for a quarter and a bit, but a lot of runway to go.
Bibbs left it short. And I need a big game out of Justin Bibbs, I think.
And it's an opportunity he should be looking to grasp. And with Chris Johnson gone, he is certainly one of the guys who can step up and lead this Huskies team to the finals.
Mulvihill gives it to Marcel Jones, who's got Riley on his back, and Marcel Jones just eats that up.
Zach Riley, an excellent young defender, but Marcel Jones is a seasoned veteran who is searching out that matchup, especially in that mid-post area.
You could see it. He just leant into that screen and sealed him off, backed him down as Bibbs gets the bucket.
That is a difficult angle to finish off of with the left hand, kissing it off the glass, slicing away from the rim. Not as easy as he made it look.
9 points for Bibbs, 4 of 10 as the Huskies fall into a 2-3 zone. Wynyard, Barrow faces up on him and then just bullies his way down. Tai Wynyard just eating up in the keyway.
When he has his mindset to get to the cup, he will get there regardless of who is in his way.
Energy's disappeared at Event Finder Stadium. Huskies need their crowd for this win if they want to get it. Riley finds Barrow. Barrow with a little jump hook. Can't get the roll. Marcel Jones cleans this up. Leading pass to Tai Wynyard. Gorgeous.
Beautiful look, but the soft hands of the big fella to catch and finish in one motion. Not an easy thing for Big to do.
There's that connection between the 4 and the 5 of the airs. Roscoe for 3. Knocks it down, nothing but net for Brooke Roscoe.
But created by attacking the paint, the defense collapsed, and that's when the opportunities outside present themselves. Nice find by Zach Riley on the move with nothing to do except to find one of his teammates.
Here's Tai Wynyard again over 3 layers of defenders.
He is rolling now. 14 points on 7 for 8 from the field. Keep feeding the big fella.
Bibbs pull up 3. Knocks that down, trading buckets at Event Finder Stadium.
Well, some of the shooters starting to find a little bit of space outside. The Airs defense is going to have to respect the 3 with a little bit more now and take those away.
Wynyard again. Zach Riley does well. And then he just puts it up as Barrow goes down. Tai Wynyard absolutely feasting.
That kind of day, even when you do something wrong, you still do something right. Bounces right back to him for the finish.
Wynyard's got 16. Zach Riley gets the roll and it counts. And 1 to the line for Zach Riley.
Well, just determined to get to the rim through Hayes Walker there.
This is a big ask for this Huskies team. Without Chris Johnson as Zach Riley, man, that is just a vet move from a teenager.
Pardon me, Scott Telfer was on the defensive assignment that time and was trying to play that physical brand of defense, but Zach Riley matched it and got the finish. It's great to see the consistency with which Zach Riley has performed this season as part of this Huskies youth movement.
Next game, if the Huskies don't get this dub tonight, their next game here
doesn't get easier.
Is the Wellington Saints, who are actually quite good at this basketball game, but not bad. Yeah. So this is the game that they have to target. They knew Chris Johnson wasn't going to be here. Jones for 3. It's 4 on the shot clock. It's Bibbs who cleans it up.
Those are the possessions that I don't think Taranaki can have. They can't let the Huskies off defensively. They need to continue to run offense.
Bibbs, a bit long, but the Huskies have the rebound. Bogdanovic off the Roscoe pass, and he can't get the left. And it comes off Marcel Jones' hands, and he is frustrated.
Really like the drive by Bogdanovic. Got to get that finish, but Barrow and Riley hustled guys, hustling, knocking the ball loose from Jones, which would have been a short rebound had they not been there.
Seen a little bit more structure in the plays from the Huskies. Bibbs and Bogdanovic are going to combine here. Oh, Bibbs, great find. Zach Riley gets Jones up in the air and gets another bucket.
He's moving so well without the basketball, always making himself a target. And when he catches down low, he's really patient, takes his time for those finishes.
Davison. Talfa with a bucket.
Well, nice job. You get the catch, avoid the contact, and get the finish. The quick attacks on the rim. Taranaki continues to find success.
7 is the lead. Under 3 to go in this half. Vodanovic has position. Talfa comes across, but Dom Vodanovic operating on the baseline like a pro.
Just too upright with Telfer. He thought the shot was going to come, but Vodanovic gathered, avoided the contact, and finished at the rim. Smart move. Zach Riley all over the ball on Davison.
Davison straight into Brooke Roscoe, and that is an easy call to make.
A little bit of frustration on that possession just because of the defensive effort, I think, of Riley. Really all over him. And eventually when he does get the ball back, he predetermines his move, and Brooke Roscoe was already on those tracks when the train was coming through.
So the turnover, 2:30 to go in this game. Huskies can really close it up here and close this half out. Vodanovic for 3. Davison, good rebound to Marcel Jones. Jones out and running, looking at his options. And loses the handle. Here comes Brooke Roscoe. And we've got a foul on Hayes Walker. He's just playing defense, KC.
And he was up high. He had that left hand in on the body. And you got to pull that hand out when you're making contact that far away from the basket. And it's the unforced turnover for the Airs. Unfortunately, that's what's helping this Huskies team get back in the ballgame. And then we look at that left hand just here on the hip. You pull that out, you probably wouldn't get away with it. But it might be pretty soft. Pretty soft.
Back-to-back turnovers for the Airs. With 2:06 to go in this first half. Huskies looking a bit better on the offensive end. And this will be a critical moment for Trent Adam. And the Airs looking for a stop here.
On ball screen, dive, lift, get that exchange. If that's not on, go dribble, hand off. Don't be afraid to fist that one as well. If not, come off it, play 2-man game. Allow things to develop, fellas. Defensively, we're finishing the half in 3. Finishing the half. Make or miss. Make or miss. Oh, big here. D, 1, 2, 3. D. Hey, good hustle with Tai. Good hustle with Tai. Just keep him off that right.
Let's see what Aaron Young and the Huskies have out of this timeout as well, with 2:06 to go in the second quarter. Down 5, 42-37.
But they've grabbed the momentum. They're playing a better job defensively outside of the Wynyard catches deep in the paint. But I like what they've done on the offensive end, but they need to keep it up. They can't let Taranaki come back. Nice switch up defensively by Adam here.
I would buy a sofa from Wynyard couches.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It would be big and comfortable. Bibbs, deep 3. Tipped around. Roscoe with it. In and out. Tipped around again. Farronson with the rebound. Farronson the floater. Can't get any love on the rim. Airs ball.
Well, the aggression stays there. Taranaki a little bit on the back foot. They need to put some bodies on. They need to box out. But the Huskies, they've got the momentum. They can feel it shifting towards them, trying to grab it with both hands before the half ends.
Just the one team foul as well for the Huskies.
And everybody's coming up with a zone defensive switch up.
Sunga Ape gets in the air, finds Hayes Walker with 4. And Vodanovic, the zone. The Airs not looking very good in that set, facing that zone. And here comes, Brad Riley with Davison almost getting the tip on that one. Here's Justin Bibbs falling away. That is hard to guard, Justin Bibbs.
Well, he has found the range, 14 points for him, and his hot shooting is bringing back the Husky squad.
They are dragging themselves back into this game, down just 3 now, under a minute to go. Barrow got a hand to it. Jones has it. 6 to shoot. There's Whangape, needs to get it up. Pull up. Back of the iron, Justin Bibbs. Zach Riley leaks out. Riley using the body in the right hand for great effectiveness.
Oh, what a heads-up play by young fella. Another counterattack by Taranaki, too quick.
And that is exactly what they didn't need.
No, they just needed to slow it down a bit with that shot clock. It was their friend as we hear a timeout to the Huskies. But we saw the mental game play for the Huskies. They attacked. They knew they could get a 2-for-1 with a quick shot. Took care of the basketball, got the finish. Taranaki, on the other hand, got sped up. Drew Lasongeape too fast at that moment, needed to slow down. And just like that, it's a 1-point deficit for the Huskies with a chance to take the lead on the last possession of the half. What a turn of events. And even after that fast start, the Huskies kept their heads up, kept fighting, and they're right back in this ballgame.
Let's execute 4. Nick, play that low spot. Seal hard. Tommy here. Zach. Brooke. JB. All right. Move that pass. Tommy go through. JB high post flash. Let's execute this. So when Tommy goes and Zach, let's get into it at 14. Yeah, I'll get you on man. Yeah. If they're in man, we're running a sunny. You pass it through to Nick, get that cross screen, go through. No, it's not going anywhere. Go through here, cross screen, look for the post up with Tommy, otherwise JB, you're coming off that one, you're passing it on to Brooke. Correct. All right, here we go. There you go. See you, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
What have the Huskies got out of this?
Well, that's the question. But I think a lot of it depends on what kind of defense Taranaki pulls out with. Are they going to stick with the man-to-man? Will they go back to the zone to try and trick the Huskies into a lineup? Looks like man-to-man right now, so that'll make it a little bit easier. Clock started a little bit late. It's still 20 seconds left before they have to shoot, so just trying to take their time before they get into their offense.
That's going to work, losing the handle all through traffic and a turnover.
Attacked way too early, too much time for the Taranaki. Oh my!
Carlin Davidson with the catch and not the finish. Nick Barrow almost bounced. Nick Barrow almost broke the backboard with that. And we've got a game on our hands at halftime at Event Finder Stadium. The Airs had a lead as big as 12 through the first half. Now their lead is just 1, 42-41. They played 22 hours ago. They came out firing in the first quarter. They put up 25, and the Huskies have worked their way back into this game. Now they're just down 1. And if they win, they're pretty much in the playoffs. And with Casey Frank is Tai Wynyard.
Well, Ty, a lot of activity inside. You were able to find a lot of success inside. What is getting you to the cup so open with those finishing opportunities?
Well, I think just the boys are finding me inside on good looks, sitting those good screens, and they're coming off it hard. And the other defender is having to come up and help out. So.
And what was it defensively where the Huskies were able to find some success in the second quarter after you guys were so good in the first quarter?
I mean, we were just rushing a lot, so I think we just got to slow it down and kind of bring it back to basics and get it through our plays.
Thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half. And I've got Justin Bibbs here, who was able to find his shooting stroke and shoot the Huskies' way back into that. What was it offensively that changed things for you guys? Were you able to find some success in that second quarter?
To be honest, nothing really changed. It was our mindset, being aggressive, make them guard each one of our actions. And, I mean, it's good that we've seen a couple go through, but it starts on the defensive side, too.
And speaking of defense, what can you do down low? Tai Wynyard find a lot of success, 7 for 8 from the field, 14 points, a lot of touches down low. How can you keep him out of the painted area?
I mean, he's a big guy. All we can do is just wall up, trying to prevent it from going inside. But, I mean, he's just got to figure it out.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck with that at halftime. Thanks for your time.
It is all on for the second half. Young and old enjoying this game. What a cutie. We'll be back after the break.
Trying to predict the future is a discouraging and hazardous occupation. If by some miracle a prophet could describe the future exactly as it was going to take place, his predictions would sound so absurd, so far-fetched, that everybody would laugh him to scorn. Only if what I tell you appears absolutely unbelievable have we any chance of visualizing the future as it really will happen. The only thing we can be sure of about the future is that it will be absolutely fantastic.
Welcome to round 11 between the Huskies and the Airs. The Sky Tower Huskies up against the Steel Former Airs. Young and old enjoying the activities and festivities at Event Finder Stadium. And we've got a game on our hands. The Huskies win and they're in the Sal's NBL. And once again, a plea. I'm pleading for some Sal's at halftime.
Keep asking, maybe you'll receive it, just like Taranaki received a heck of a half from Tai Wynyard, 16 points, 8 for 9 from the field. The way they're looking for him off the pick and roll, they're feeding him in the paint, and he is bringing his brand of physicality straight to the Huskies. Even did a little bit on the fast break, and he was paying for it down the stretch. He was huffing and puffing just before our interview, but if he continues to play at that rate, he puts them in great stead for a victory.
That is a large human, 16 points, 16 minutes. Justin Bibbs, 20 minutes, has not sat in this half.
And I wouldn't expect him to sit in the second half. He was well conditioned. I really like the way he's switching up the three-point shot with his attacks on the rim. He's got a heavier load on his shoulders than he's had all season with Chris Johnson gone. And he's carrying it pretty well right now with his aggression in the offensive end, his looking for teammates up and down the court, creating for others. But also defensively, I think he's going to have to step up and take some of that load on both Marcel Jones and Carlin Davison in the second half.
The rebounds pretty even, and it's just good to see the Airs sharing the ball around. They look a lot better than they did last night when they went down to Hawke's Bay and lost to the Taylor Hawks.
The only real surprise
is
how the Airs haven't had a free throw yet. The way they're attacking the rim, they haven't got their opportunity yet. They need to keep that aggressive mindset and force the referees to blow the whistle. Love that shot chart from the Huskies. A lot of makes around the rim, but a lot of mid-range misses. They need to take that out and be a little bit more aggressive.
Just got to find those seams in the zone if they're going to play 2-3 zone. So we'll be back with the second half after the break here at Event Finder Stadium. Welcome back to Event Finder Stadium, and it's so hard to find good camera people these days. Kenny Mattia scrounging around for some pizza and just absolutely trolling us, Casey Frank.
It looks like he took a bite out of that.
I think he did. The disrespect.
He's about to have another.
I can't wait till he leaves to go to the Olympics. Look at that guy. That is unprofessional. Don't get any sauce on your Sky Sport bib.
Any more sauce, I think you mean.
And let's have a look at the ladder for the Sal's NBL, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes.
We spoke before the game. If the Huskies get one win, they are essentially in because of countback. If the Nuggets and Huskies lose their remaining games and the Rams win their last two from here, they can fight their way into it and get themselves an opportunity to get in. There's still some other results that have to go their way, but this is a big game for the Huskies. As you mentioned, the Saints on the horizon. If they don't get this win, it just gets harder to get that W.
Next round, we'll have the Saints here at Event Finder Stadium for the Huskies. The Airs do not care. They are nowhere near the playoff. They're as bottom last as you can get, and they just want to disrupt as much as they can. Having played last night, it'll be interesting to see how the second half will work out for their legs. Tai Wynyard played 16 minutes. Marcel Jones played 20 in that first half. And Hayes Walker played almost 17 as well.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Marcel Jones. He's a vet. He knows how to stretch things out and give himself a little bit of time, as Taranaki pretty late to come out here, just getting out of the locker room as we speak. But the Huskies have to continue to put the pressure on this team defensively. They need to get up and down, force those transition opportunities. So the Airs have to get back in transition. Conversely, I'd like to see the Airs with a lot of patience in the half court continue to bang it down low to big Tai Wynyard to try and get him opportunities around the paint. And look at the sharing between squads here. The Huskies physio helping out Tai Wynyard, making sure he's okay. Love to see it.
He was taping up his ankles as well, the pre-game.
Yeah.
This is the community feel of the Sal's NBL.
There it is.
As the Airs are making sure they're getting every second of this halftime break.
They've only got 4 guys on the bench right now. They're like, hey, guys who are starting, get out here. Where's Marcel Jones? They are late to get out. He is not out in the gym, and this thing's about to kick off.
Marcel Jones still isn't out.
Here he comes. He just sprinted out into the court. Here we go. Glad to have you, Marcel, as are your teammates.
And so the Airs and the Huskies will get us underway in a third quarter, where the Huskies are coming in from a second quarter where they fought their way back. They were down by as much as 12. No Chris Johnson, no Dante Rousseau-Nance. And that has meant that the load has to be carried by Justin Bibbs and Tom Vodanovich and the Young Bucks and Brooke Roscoe. They were underway. Carlin Davidson with the ball for the Airs. Marcel Jones left that one short.
Lovely play design, though. Got a great opportunity. Just got to take a little bit more time to make sure that one goes in.
Bibbs using the Barrow screen. Vodanovich, air ball. Zach Riley, he has a nose for the ball. Brooke Roscoe gets the friendly roll in the home venue.
That's what you count on the home court, but it's the hustle of Zach Riley once again paying dividends, creating extra opportunities for this Husky sides as they take the lead.
Telfer drops it off for Tai Wynyard. Tai Wynyard a little long, and Roscoe with the rebound.
Great defense by Nick Barrow there, planting himself firmly, not letting Wynyard get closer.
Roscoe can't get that to drop. Helped up by Carlin Davidson.
Too nice, Carlin. Let him lie down there.
Not from the Casey Frank School of the NBL. Marcel Jones, he walked with it.
And a nice defense by Tom Vodanovich, getting a hand up. And once upon a time, that was a jump ball, but that rule has changed in FIBA. If you get hit, get it caught up, you come back down with it, that is a travel. And look at the physical defense here by Tommy V. Gets a hand on it. That's a travel.
Is that because there was no change of position? And so a turnover again. Got a couple to close out the second quarter of the Airs. Huskies through Bibbs. Puts it back out. 7 to shoot the ball. Roscoe left that one a little strong. Fresh 14 though as Barrow tracks it down. Zach Riley flirting with halfway.
The hustle plays leaning towards the Huskies here in the third quarter early.
Bibbs. Marcel Jones directing traffic. Finds Telfer with a long 2, and it was way long.
And needed to shoot a 3, he might have found the range.
Bibbs driving on Telfer, and that is a block called on Telfer.
Telfer tried to slide the feet, couldn't get over across. Justin Bibbs probably angry at himself for not getting the shot up, but gets that arm in, and a physical, strong drive by Bibbs. Needs to get that shot up there to give himself an opportunity at the free throw line, which he's getting apparently either way. saying it wasn't in the shooting motion.
And that is the question from Telfer. Why is it a shooting foul? Well, maybe the referees felt it was on a drive. There's no shooting action we could see here, but Justin Bibbs is not complaining.
Always take that opportunity. And he strokes it from the free throw line to add to his team leading scoring tally.
$16 now for Bibbs. Poking pressure from the Huskies. Wynyard looking for a guard. Finds Telfer. Everyone just hung off him, thinking he was going to dump it off to Tai Wynyard, so he took advantage of it as Roscoe pushes it back the other way. Barrow gives it to Riley. Riley thought about it. Inside to Nick Barrow. And then Carlin Davidson shuts down that drive, and Justin Bibbs stepped on the sideline, did he?
It looks like he had a little step back to lose possession there. Better level of physicality defensively from the Mountaineers that time around. Need to continue that type of effort.
Jones knocks that one down.
He just really times things well. Goes in for the bump, and Vodanovic is expected another instead to the quick hook. He's got so many different moves in that offensive bag of his.
Just quietly, he's on a triple-double watch with 11.7 boards, 5 assists.
Not surprising. He is a stat stuffer.
Vodanovic gets it back. 7 now on the shot clock. Pulls up over Marcel Jones and another air ball.
Riley again, only 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Has to get it up, gets it on the rim, and it falls to Roscoe. Brooke Roscoe had it poked away, so it stays with the Huskies. And 13 on the shot clock.
Well, love the hustle by Zach Riley. Once again, a dead possession turns nothing into something. Huskies with 13 seconds to make something else happen.
Bibbs. Not a lot of movement. Trying to work with Vodanovic. He crosses over and has it swatted away. And it's Ayers' ball. What a block.
Seemed like a lot of contact on that one. But no whistle. Go the other way.
Jones, flat 3. That's Tai Wynyard. Just a soft touch. Big rebound.
Lone black jersey around 4 Huskies, and somehow he finds the basketball. What a game he is putting together.
Vodanovic finds Riley on the cut. Zach Riley. Tough reverse.
Well, great pass. Better finish. Might have been some contact there as well, but the whistles might have stayed in the locker room for the refs.
Rebound from Carlin Davidson. Great timing. Hayes Walker. Left hand finish is nice.
Look at the enthusiasm and the speed with which Taranaki's moving again here in the second half offensively. Hayes Walker gets the recipient of that one.
Brooke Roscoe. So patient with his dribble. And again, Zach Riley on the baseline. Great cut from the young man.
Well, he is just perpetual motion. It's just such a skill to have on the offensive end, that timeliness of when to cut. Carlin Davidson needs to keep an eye on his man, though.
Carlin Davidson skying for a left-hand layup that's too strong, and it's Roscoe over halfway. Into the key. Felt the contact. Barrow with the rebound. It's Riley for 3. Knocks it down. The Huskies take the lead back.
How about this Zach Riley series of events here in the third quarter? He has come out and really putting his stamp on this ball game.
16.7 of 10 from the floor. Tell for 3. Dials it down.
Well, a big shot there. They needed it too. Nice find to get it to him in the corner. No defenders around. He drains it.
These two teams trading blows in the third quarter.
Ooh.
Justin Bibbs skying for a finger roll.
It's pretty. It is so pretty.
I thought he was going to throw that down.
I think he could have, but he showed the soft touch.
Bibbs now with 18. Vodanovic leaning on the hip of Marcel Jones. So Jones takes him, and Vodanovic times it nicely. And then Marcel Jones with a frustration foul.
Well, the physical defense of Vodanovic there. He's got his forearm all over him. Marcel Jones tried to rip through and get it, and then looks for the contact, but so well timed by Tommy V. Here we see the backdoor cut. Zach Riley with a tough finish underneath. What a beautiful pass, beautiful finish, and moving without the basketball with such ease. That's the triple Zach Riley drained. The play after that, and he has 7 of the last 9 for the Huskies.
Back and forth in this third quarter, trading blows. Tai Wynyard getting a kiss from, I think, a relative. She's with his Tai Wynyard's father as well.
Make him go high and try and blow that up. The back cuts is what's killing us at the moment. It gives them momentum, makes them feel good about themselves. Okay, now you can't take so long on all these. You got to do something quick. You know what I mean? Now we ran away 12. Got Marcel a real open, fast look. He missed, great pass. You know what I mean? Can we do actions where the ball is moving quickly? A ball moving quick. Ball moving quick. Hey.
Offensive rebounding, a real problem for the Airs. Considering the size that they possess, they match up really well with the Huskies, but they're doing a great job on the defensive end, cleaning up the glass.
Well, the way the Huskies are working, though, it's just kinetic. The energy is finding other players. They never stop moving, and that's making it difficult for them to be blocked out, and it's gang rebounds every time. There's a lot of effort, everybody going out there and trying to get it done.
They missed 20 shots, and they've grabbed 3 offensive rebounds. Oh, Zach Riley for 3.
Finding the range, and he is on fire. Pumped up, taking the defensive assignment on the ball as well, doing it on both ends.
10 points in the quarter for the young man. Songa Ape with a crossover. Great look. Ball movement supreme. Marcel Jones knocks that 3 down.
Well, with a lot of pace on that possession, the unselfishness of Ben Carlisle-Smith making the extra pass so Jones gets the wide open look.
Bibbs on the drive. Off the glass, soft touch, Justin Bibbs.
So good at finding that contact once he's in the air and just cocking the ball back so he can get the finish.
Miscue on the pass. Huskies have it back. And then fires it into the grill of Nick Barrow.
I didn't think that Nick Barrow hit that one, and the officials get together and change the call. Oh, what are the non-airs?
I thought it came off his chest.
I thought somebody else had a hand in there.
Perhaps after it. Anyway, it is Huskies' ball.
I can't believe we disagree, Moles. It's our first fight this year.
It's our last game together as well.
Let's have some more fights then.
We will seethe on this for months until the NBL starts back up in October. McIntosh for 3, no good. I disagree with you, Heath. I just don't verbalise it.
Good choice, good choice.
There's Songa Ape driving, tough move.
Determined. He will not be denied, and he is pumped up. He's taken the challenge these last couple of possessions on the Zach Riley defense.
Huskies with a 1-point lead. Here comes Bibbs going to work. Carlisle Smith on him. And Justin Bibbs turns it over. Powerful with it. Zach Riley breaks that up, but it stays with the Airs.
And Justin Bibbs did all the work. He just needed to put it up. Lost confidence in his ability to get it up over to the defenders in the last minute. And that leads to a turnover as the Airs are looking to grab the lead back in this one.
There's Songa Ape to Hayes Walker. Telfer found a seam, he's fouled, and it drops.
How about the Scott Telfer game? 12 points now. He has come back to the shore with a vengeance. He is playing very well. A little bit unassuming on the offensive end, but he is finding space when the defenders are concentrating on the other players and staying on the rim, putting his nose right on the ball, attacking that rim time after time, shooting the ball well from 3 as well. 12 points on 5 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3.
And he gets the rebound.
Just for good measure.
And he turns the ball over.
For bad measure.
Justin Bibbs with the ball now. Corner 3. McIntosh nails that one. It's a little strong in his previous attempt, but that is dialed down.
Well, that's what he is. He's a knockdown three-point shooter. Hasn't played much in this one. Tough to come off the bench and get hot immediately, but 1 for 2 is not bad.
A 3-2 zone of the Huskies. McIntosh with the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor. Here's Bibbs. Bibbs around Taufer. That's too easy for Justin Bibbs. Great screen by Barrow.
And a beautiful change of pace. Bibbs doesn't attack on 9 all the time. He takes it down to 7 and then explodes out of it.
22 for the import. Taufer with a bounce pass to Wynyard. 5 to shoot for the Airs. Rebound loose. Wynyard has it back. He gets the drop.
First Wynyard touch in a while, and he takes advantage of it. I'd like to see them go back to that well just a little bit more often.
20 for Tai. 10 of 13. Here's Bibbs on the crossover. There's Taufer on his left-hand side. It's a separation, and Wynyard pulls down the miss. His 5th rebound. Marcel Jones finds the cutter. Drops off for Wynyard. And Tai Wynyard will go to the line. Now we're starting to see Taranaki break down that zone.
Love the unselfish play there. Really nice pass here by Marcel Jones on the back cut. And instead of taking that shot, feeding the big fella again. Good hard foul by Zach Riley to take away the opportunity for the N1. Instead, it's to the free throw line as Justin Bibbs gets his first rest of the game.
Taufer, that was the first foul shot for the Airs in this game. This is the second one. Tai Wynyard with 21 points. And tie it with this second foul shot attempt. Misses. Rusco tracks it down. McIntosh to Barrow. Zach Riley. Songa Ape's all over him.
Really good defense, solid move offensively, but it gives the Airs the chance to take the lead on the last shot of the quarter.
Free ball. That's us for the third quarter. Highly entertaining as well. It was the Zach Riley quarter, and the Huskies needing the win to get into the playoffs to make it a lot clearer for their postseason hopes. And they're 10 minutes away from closing out this game. The Taranaki Airs, what do they have left in the tank?
Well, I think a real nice quarter from both teams coming out and stepping up to the challenge here in the second half. The Huskies really do have their playoff lives on the table, and they're fighting for it. Taranaki, they don't have that to play for, but they're playing for pride, and they're showing a lot of it here in the second half.
Finish plays, and we're going to complete this game with the dub. Got to finish plays right now. Offensively, let's get into some get, snap, low, come off it, kick it back. Sean, let's go ahead and make you that down screener. So you set that first one, get down, kick it. Tommy, kick it back, get into that down screen. After that, get to the corner. If that's not on, JV, kick it on to Tommy, and we get into that second side flow.
I kick it back to you, Tommy.
Yep. Hey,
we need stops, man.
we need stops in our 3. They overload that side. We got to communicate if there's a high post catch. Let's try and deny that before that catch is being made. Love the off-ball movement. Let's be aware of some fists as well. They're overplaying. Even some flashes if they overplay this high catch in our split action. Just be ready for those. All right? Hey, let's make winning plays. Reward ourselves for those winning plays right now. Here we go.
Win, 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Good stuff.
Let's go, boys.
Talking about the defensive effort, but in that third quarter, it was all Zach Riley with 10 points. He was doing it, moving without the basketball. Lovely back cut there when his teammates find him. Doing it from 3 with a long-range shot. And he's feeling it good. So why not shoot another 10 points in the quarter when the Huskies needed it most? And Aaron Young just trying to say, mush, Huskies, mush.
Aaron, you got 10 minutes in front of you. Your playoff picture will become a lot clearer with a dub tonight. What do you need out of your team in this fourth quarter?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot on the line for us, and you can kind of see that when we're out there. Everyone wants to make the winning plays, but we just gotta trust our offense, trust each other, make winning plays on both ends, and we'll come out with the win.
Who are you going to lean on here in this fourth quarter? Where do you want that ball to go when you need buckets most?
I think JB's a big piece. Obviously, Tommy and his experience and his confidence. I think Zach might take over this game, though.
Yeah, so far, you're not wrong about that.
Right on cue, Aaron. Thank you so much for your time. Always appreciate it, man.
Boys.
Zach Riley knocking down that jumper. Yeah, again. Tom Vodanovich, though, just looking at his stat line, his experience is needed, but 3 of 13 from the floor. Just 8 points for Vodanovich. It's Marcel Jones and the Airs having stored down the stretch. And he knocks down that little floater. He's got so many skills.
Just a little push shot from about 7 feet. It takes a lot of touch to get that one to knock down.
Here is Vodanovich.
And the travel.
And the travel just pushing it a little too hard.
With that matchup, Tai Wynyard on the perimeter, he just needs to be a bit more patient. Found himself in a rush there, and as the great John Wooden used to coach, be quick but not in a hurry. Use that quickness, but don't rush yourself.
Marcel Jones felt the contact down on the floor. Ball movement to Marcel Jones. And Vodanovich with a big rebound.
Well, Zach Riley in transition.
7 rebounds for Vodanovich. Zach Riley off the glass.
What a finish.
My goodness.
What a game the young fella is putting together. He is growing up before our very eyes.
23 points, 6 rebounds for Zach Riley.
Woo! Watch out. Carl Davidson says, you may be playing well, but you ain't up to the 12th floor yet. I'm going to drop you off on 11.
Excuse me, 5 rebounds for Riley. Carlin Davidson with another acrobatic 3. Excuse me, Duncan. Zach Riley is cooking right now.
Get him the rock. He is on fire.
Has to be the funky bass line the DJ's playing. Marcel Jones, feet set, shoulder square. Knocks down a 3 himself.
A lot of space on that one. He hasn't shot the ball great today, but he finds a way to get it when they need it most. Only 3 for 10 from the three-point line now.
19 points for him. Is Zach Riley on the reverse?
Again.
Oh, high off the glass. He's absolutely smoking this Airs defense.
They have no answers for him. 19 in the half, 9 in the quarter. He is just destroying the Taranaki Mountaineers defense.
Davidson had that broken up. Roscoe, give it to Zach Riley, Brooke. That's the one. And there it is. Hayes Walker just needing everything.
2 free throws will come out of that one. And the way he is just running these lanes, moving without the basketball, he could have pouted a little bit when he didn't get the ball early from Brooke Roscoe. Instead, he ran through just a little curl cut, make himself available on the other side. And he is just carrying a heavy, heavy load right now. Coming off the screen, squaring up, letting it fly, and dropping it down as he tickles the twine. Moving away from the basketball, a little hezzy move above the athletic Davison. And Davison gives a little second look. Who hit that? How did he do it?
Also, that's the respect of Davison as a defender. He went high off the glass on that reverse as well because of the leaping ability that Davison possesses.
Allen was open on a lob early, which is great. On that flash, sucks people up. On ball reversal, then we get those guys there. That's what we're after. Suck them down. You got that wide open 3. When we play with poise, we're doing fine. Right now, it's down here, correct? Cool. Who's got it out of you two? Who's dealing with that? Drew? Cool.
The scout literally
Yeah.
No, that cut too.
Hey, energy here! Energy here! Just 7 minutes left. The Auckland Huskies, just 4 fouls. They have just a carte blanche to go out there and play with a level of physicality down the stretch here and really try and get in and force some physicality to might see some turnovers go their way. And that's something I'd like to see from them, just pick up that aggressiveness because of the freedom they have.
And you're right about that gang rebounding mentality. They have a +7 advantage as Zach Riley's at the line looking for 30.
+10 on the offensive glass, 15 offensive rebounds. They've missed quite a few shots, but they have gotten a whole heap of them back.
Zach Riley, the son of Brad Riley.
Yeah, in the crowd tonight, cheering on younger Riley, and Brad Riley, of course, a tall black for the 2000 Sydney Olympics. I don't know. I think Zach might have a brighter future than he had.
He is a two-way player, and having a young guard like that, his defensive skills and his positioning and his nous, finding lanes, cuts, just finding the energy, knowing when to pick his shots, and he is picking up the slack right now for the Huskies.
I think the foul was on Sean Murphy there, and Marcel Jones will get an opportunity from the free throw stripe to cut this lead in half with a couple of makes.
It's just the first team foul in this quarter with 6:52 to go. Taranaki also have one team foul. Marcel Jones. The last thing you need is a guy like Marcel Jones, who, as he said, hasn't really imposed his will on the game just yet, but he starts getting some free throws, and then he's just gone about his work, and he's got 20 points. And 8 of 17 shooting. Left that one short. See what Marcel Jones can do and what the Airs have left in the legs. Played the Hawks last night in Napier, Pettigrew Green Arena, and that turnover there. Here comes Marcel Jones. This one up at Zach Riley on him. Jones wants it in the post. Got Murphy on him. The mismatch. Vidanovic showing. Wynyard dives down, but here comes Marcel Jones, and then the miscommunication between the two bigs.
Well, Marcel Jones was really patient there. I think he probably should have taken that opportunity to shoot it, but Tai Wynyard just moved in the wrong direction. He had to get out of the key so the 3-second call wouldn't come, and when that happened, that's just when the pass came.
Riley's feeling it, of course he is, and he knocks it down.
What a game!
Zach Riley, 32.
This is a career in the making.
There's Sangape behind the back. And it will stay with Taranaki. 9 on the shot clock.
You just mentioned it a second ago, but the thing about Zach Riley that's so promising isn't just the fact that he's scoring buckets, but that defensive effort, where he plays on that side of the ball, I think is well ahead of where you'd expect a player his age to be at this stage of their career.
A tremendous amount of potential and promise showing. And a breakout game as Marcel Jones left it high. Tai Wynyard with the clean-up job.
The Windex man, what a rebound that was. He had to extend to grab that one. He hasn't had as much ball in hand here in the second half, but that's a big finish there on a second chance opportunity.
43 between Marcel Jones and Tai Wynyard. Here comes Riley, pull up. Oh, he's human. This is on the pull up, and here come the Airs. This on Ape. Telfer in the corner. Hayes Walker knocks down that three, and that cuts it to 1 with 5:05 to go in this game.
Timeout to the Huskies, but beautiful ball movement is what caused it. Just once again, I mentioned it, the unselfishness of this Taranaki Mountaineers team has been really impressive today. Just 24 hours ago, they took a hiding, and they have gone back to the lab and come back with a much better formula for victory right here in this game coming down the stretch. Just over 5 minutes to go.
This truly is an impressive showing from Taranaki. Their season is done and dusted. But they've come with energy and purpose on a back-to-back.
Hey, just got to rotate. Just got to get it. We're all in the paint. We're just missing those extra passes. We get some of those. We're containing the penetration. We're just overreacting to that drive, and that's what's getting that. We clean that up, we'll be good. Offensively, give me a rub 60. Rub 60, come off it. Go into there, kick it back to the top. Next you come into there, dive, exchange. Let's go.
Here we go, 5:05, Casey. We're heading into the stretch. Who's got gas in the tank? Surely it's the Huskies.
That is the question. The Huskies, they were just sitting at home, hanging out last night while Taranaki was down playing a basketball game, had to travel from the Bay today. Wasn't an easy one. I heard there was a couple delays in there. All that doesn't matter now. 5 minutes to play. You have to be able to dig deep. You have to find something in that well, no matter how dry it is.
Bogdanovic gives it to Roscoe, gives it back to Bibbs. Bibbs crossing up. Oh, what a finish from Justin Bibbs with his favorite left hand.
That is not an easy finish, and he's so tricky. He keeps going back to that right, and the defender's by it. He wants to get to that left, and you can see why with a touch like that.
Floater is high. Barrow can't get it. Bogdanovic has it. Bibbs to his left. Roscoe, pull up three. Left it short, but Bibbs has it.
That was a tough shot to take. He was on a full sprint, was able to corral himself.
Bibbs has it still. Oh, and he gets it through up and under Tai Wynyard.
Wow, somehow found a way. Thought it was going to be a turnover. Instead, he stays sticky with the basketball and somehow finishes over the outstretched hands of big Tai Wynyard.
Lead is back up to 5 for the Huskies. Coming up to 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Win and they're in. That is what is on the line for the Huskies. They've got the Saints next week. Leasoga Ape knocks down a big three.
Takes his time, and you see why with a finish like that. The airs refuse to go away.
Bogdanovic in the post. Looking for his cutters. Jones takes a flop. Bogdanovic makes them pay, and he wants a flop warning, and he gets it.
Marcel Jones tried to get that one there, but Tom Bogdanovic well under control, and even with the drop, you don't expect that as a post player when somebody just pulls that chair out from underneath you. Quite often you'll see somebody lose their footing, possibly get into a travel, but the base is so steady for Tommy V there. He's able to contain himself, corral it, and finish quite easily over the Casper defender as Jones went to the floor.
Marcel Jones. Tough catch. Wynyard kisses it off the glass, finding the seam in the zone.
Man, that is good footwork. The defender right there on him. He wanted to go to that left shoulder. Instead, he drop steps, goes the other way, and shows the ability to finish off either direction.
Zach Riley, they closed the lane on him. Barrow, a rare jump shot.
But he loves that mid-range. That catch and shoot from 17 is something that could might as well be his bread and butter. And you can see it with the stretch there.
Might be his bread and butter, but he certainly doesn't take a whole lot. Here's Marcel Jones trying to muscle his way through Barrow, and he just puts the baby hook
just
right
determined.
Right over.
Determined.
Here comes Bibbs now with the ball. Huskies up 2. 2:37 to go in this game. Bibbs with space. Barrow tried to get the rebound, and it's going to be Scott Telfel with the foul underneath.
Oh, that's a tough foul. Guard on the switch. Looked like he did a solid job being physical with the big fella to try and keep him away from grabbing that possession. Instead, they're saying he was just a bit too physical. So possession stays with the Huskies as they enjoy a 2-point lead.
Just a second team foul with 2:28 to go. One team foul for the Huskies. And a game this close, it's going to come down. Who could stop the clock? It's Justin Bibbs. Knocks down the three.
Heads up play. He wanted to get it in the post. Nick Barrow made himself available as a pressure release, and he just swings right off him for that catch and shoot opportunity. He's starting to heat up himself. 27 for Bibbs now.
Vidanovic is all over Marcel Jones. Celia Songa-Ape drives on Zach Riley. Justin Bibbs pulls down the miss though.
Really good late challenge there. It looked like he was out of the play, but at the last second, affected the shot. Big possession here. Taranaki really needs to stop.
Vidanovic with 10. Barrow up high, gives it back to Tommy V. 5 to shoot. Vidanovic spinning and fouled. Tom Vidanovic goes down hard and everyone races to pick him up.
You love that teammanship from the Huskies there. The entire pack comes to get him. And look at the little shimmy, the shake, into the spin move, and Marcel Jones reaches in. Everybody gets some arm on that one. Tommy V goes flying, and when he comes back from this timeout, he will have 2 free throws to stretch this lead and make it very tough for the Taranaki to come back from that.
A couple of dagger free throws. So there's such a thing as a
There is.
nails in the coffin, because 90 to 83 if he makes 2 of them, and with a minute 32 to go, might just be too much to ask for Taranaki to come back from. Both teams have made 36 field goals, but it's going to be the Huskies with 13 more attempts, and they have shot the ball a little bit better from the three-point line with 2 more makes than the Mountaineers, and they have that plus 11 rebound advantage on the offensive end.
And it has been that possession game, the offensive rebounds, 17 offensive rebound opportunities. They forced 3 more turnovers. And those possessions, those extra 13 shots, as you mentioned, that is the difference. Just 3 points in it. Taranaki, even if there's a couple makes here, they're not out of it, but they will have to score quickly, most likely a 3, to be able to keep that pressure on defensively.
Tommy Vidanovic walks to the line. 2 shots coming up. And Marcel Jones committed the foul. 10 points for Vidanovic, 4 of 14. 6 rebounds for the bruising forward. Jim goes quiet. Well, Vidanovic is good on the first.
A chance to stretch it to 7. Make it a 3-possession game here. This is the most important free throw of the game.
Knocks that one down as well. 7-point lead. Minute 32 to go. There's Songa-Ape with the ball to Tai Wynyard. Carlton Davidson gets bumped on the cut. Marcel Jones. Vidanovic in the defensive stance. Good closeout. Oh my goodness! There's Songa-Ape with a huge follow.
Oh my goodness!
Where did that come from?
That came from another area code. That might be down in Taranaki where he jumped up from.
What a 2-foot plant. Right hand finish. Throws down a hammer of a follow. And the Huskies need a bucket. Bibbs can't get that to go down. Hayes Walker with a big rebound.
Got to stay patient here. They don't want to force the action. Plenty of time left.
Marcel Jones has it knocked out of his hands by Vidanovic.
Man, what a recovery. Solid move with the shimmy there by Marcel Jones. And he's able to find himself to the lane. Everybody's arguing. They want extra calls. They want something. They're trying to see the replay. Look at this finish. Patrila Songa-Ape. Oh my goodness. The timing, the power, the enthusiasm afterwards. Oof.
Wow.
That was something.
That
5
was
points in it.
an amazing dunk.
And then they back it up with a defensive possession. 5 points, the difference now. Still a lot of time.
It will be Ayers' ball. Songa-Ape looking for Tai Wynyard. It's 16 on the shot clock, it's down to 12. Hayes Walker finds Wynyard with a bounce pass. And we have a foul call with a reach in by one of the Huskies.
Well, not yet in the bonus.
Vidanovic with the foul.
So you'll go back to the sideline. That is a risky pass. That was very risky. A bit of contact late. I think Tai Wynyard pretty fortunate to get that call in that position.
Trent Adam wants a timeout.
That's a good timeout. I didn't like what I saw offensively in that last possession. You know, you want to get that ball swinging a little bit more. Just 14 seconds here on the shot clock. This is the possession that will determine if they have an actual chance to win this ball game going down the stretch.
It'll just be their third win of the season if they can close the gap on this possession and then get down their defensive stance and force a turnover. And who knows what will happen from there. Trent Adam is drawing it up to get them ready for a big set coming up.
Well, you want to go to your big guns. And here in the fourth quarter, that's been Julius Ongeape. That's been Marcel Jones. That's been Tai Wynyard. You want to make sure the ball gets through one of those or two of those guys' hands. You don't need a three, but if you have a good look at a three, I'd take that to cut that lead to 2. You don't want to be too rushed. There's plenty of time. There's multiple sessions in this ball game.
And you got 3 team fouls as well, so.
But just one on the Huskies.
One on the Huskies.
So they can watch this clock come down.
One on the Huskies, you're right.
They can watch this clock come down and they can foul late 3 times to really stretch it out and take away opportunities. And I wonder if that might be the strategy here for Coach Aaron Young and the Wolf Pack, or Husky Pack. They're not wolves, they're just dogs. And they played like dogs today.
Young pups like Zach Riley. So many metaphors, Casey, but not enough time. Leasonga Ape thought about the 3. Leasonga Ape has stepped up when he needed it.
Man, that was quick too.
That was so quick, and that is exactly what the Huskies didn't want, and the Airs did.
That was extremely quick, that finish there. That was about 1.5 seconds. The way he changed directions and just froze everyone defensively. Man, he has really come up big in these last few minutes.
So what do you do here if you're the Huskies, Casey? You force them to foul? You foul straight away?
Well, you stretch out the possession. If I'm the Airs, I don't foul straight away. I'm looking for a solid possession. You know, with a miss and a rebound, if they use the full shot clock, we still have 10 seconds left to tie it. Unless the ball gets in the hands of a poor free throw shooter, somebody who's shooting under 50%, I'm not going to foul. But even then, you need to get that second foul. So that is one thing I would do. I'd foul pretty immediately just so you have that in your pocket if you need it and you send it to the line. But solid defensive possession, get a stop, reassess afterwards, and hopefully you've got a chance to tie the ball game with a triple.
Sounds simple.
I think I made it sound complicated.
Yeah, you lost me. It's not hard to do, though.
Either way, they want to try and speed up this Huskies team. They don't want them really in control of themselves and patient on this one. They want them to try and rush, to try and get the ball in the hands of somebody that you don't want scoring the basketball. And that's the big 3, Vodanovic, Bibbs, and Riley right now.
And they go to their import with the ball. Songa Ape squeezes past Vodanovic. Screen. Songa Ape over the Barrow screen. Vodanovic with 8 to shoot. Bibbs gets it back. And Marcel Jones, big defensive possession here. And it falls to Wynyard.
They need a 3. Oh, no.
Songa Ape can't track down the pass. Oh, no, that's heartbreak for the Airs. Gifting it back to the Huskies.
Tai Wynyard was essentially falling over, had to get rid of it. I just think Leasonga Ape might have taken his eye off the ball for just a moment. Timeout to the Huskies, but yeah, the Airs will now have to foul immediately.
Heartbreak for the Airs, just 2 wins on the season. They had a possession to give them a chance to maybe force overtime. And the Huskies will have the ball with 7.3 to go in this game, and it has been a tight one after it. An impressive first quarter from the Airs, and they dropped away in the second, and it has been all Zach Riley in the second half for the Huskies.
He's had 23 points here in this second half. You see the disappointment on Drew Leasonga Ape's face, but he's got to wipe that clean from his memory. You gotta think like a goldfish. Can't think 3 seconds in the pass. You gotta think about this next possession. Quick foul, inbound again, and quick fouls right after that. Send him to the line, and hopefully you get one more chance. And there you see it. The disappointment is palpable.
Huskies ball, 7.3 to go. Winning they're in. Saints next weekend. That is a tough ask for any team in the NBL, let alone a Huskies team without their import big. Chris Johnson headed back to the States to play in the basketball tournament. And so it's Brooke Rusco to inbound the ball. 3 stacked high. McIntosh on the baseline. Bibbs looking to get free. They find Zach Riley. They get it back to Brooke Rusco.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds? What are they calling a foul? For clarification here.
Not exactly sure what the call is, but the foul is called.
They called it a foul. So there's a 4th foul on Telfer.
3 seconds, unfortunately, go off there. I thought that was only the 4th team foul, but they're going to the free throw line. Yeah, no, that is only the 4th team foul.
It is only the 4th team foul. There is.
So, Brooke Roscoe was out of bounds. You can see it there. He hadn't yet stepped in.
Yeah, you are correct, Casey. That is a miss from the referee right there, who was right there.
And it looked like he made the call.
That's what you said.
They're saying he got his foot in bounds in time. Anyway,
here we go.
Action.
It will be a 15th foul if they commit it. Oh, Tom Vodanovic. Excuse me, Chris McIntosh.
They're discussing who the ball went off of now.
It looked like it came off McIntosh.
From this angle, it did.
And we have a poor angle. We have the worst angle in the building.
But our cameraman had a great angle. As we see a second look at it, McIntosh touches. It looks like it's off McIntosh. The Huskies are catching some breaks here down the stretch.
3.6 to go. Again. Brooke Rusco's just inched his way down, and Bibbs gets free. He's fouled, and it counts.
Well, that
is heartbreak for the Airs.
It was a tough one. All that work, and at the dearth of the game.
They had 2 opportunities where they should have got the ball as well for the Airs.
Nice pass there. A good finish by Justin Bibbs, who is up to 29, looks for 30 on this one. And the Huskies punch their ticket.
Bibbs makes the free throw. And this is a tough pill to swallow for the Airs, who have been so impressive as Tai Wynyard launches it into Glenfield. And so the Airs fight valiantly on a second game of a back-to-back, but they go